God. Ask Scott.
Hey Scott, John from New Hampshire here. Just wanted to first say, love the podcast, really learning a lot. I've been selling for about 6 months now, and I seem to learn something new with every podcast you put out. I recently heard about a strategy, an idea. I wanted to run it by you. I'm not sure it makes sense. If you have a product, for example, a vegetable peeler, put 2 UPC codes on the same exact product. Call one a carrot peeler and call one a potato peeler. Not sure if that's a great idea or not. I guess I can see pros and cons of each, but just wanted to run it by you and see what you thought. Thanks again. Have a great day, and go Red Sox.
Hey, John, thank you so much for the question, and thank you so much for the dig there at the end with the Red Sox little statement there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see in postseason here. Anyway, I appreciate the question, and it's a great question. And, I think that to really be honest here, I don't think there is a right or a wrong. The one thing that I would look at, though, is when you're doing this, I would want to make sure that each one of those audiences or those target markets, that they have enough volume to spread those two out. Because here's the way it could work. If, for example, you have the same garlic press or the same peeler, and one is more specialized for a potato and one is more specialized for a carrot, well, yes, you can target 2 specific people, okay? So this way here, you're going to be more direct, and then when they're looking for it, it's going to be like, oh, that's for carrots, I'm going to get that one. And I get that, and it makes a lot of sense. But by spreading it out, now you're going to be you're going to be dividing up the reviews, you're going to be dividing up the sales volume and all of that stuff. So I think personally, what I would probably end up doing is I would try to capitalize on both of those keywords to one listing. And I might just show examples of why it's good for potatoes and why it's good for carrots, and that it's a universal one in a sense. And I would go down that route first. And then from there, if I started to see, or if I started doing more research and I seen that there was a huge demand out there for one for carrots, well, then I might do a spin-off of it and then add that additional listing, and just kind of like getting a new SKU and then just rebranding it for carrots, obviously. But it's a great idea to be able to do that, because I do believe that if you want to differentiate yourself over the long haul, we are going to have to start looking at how we can target that one customer, right? So you're not going to be, trying to grab all of the different people that could be using that universal product. I think there is something to be said about a specialized product that delivers something to that individual, because while they're scrolling through, the minute that they see for carrot or whatever, or for potato, it's going to jump out at them. So in the beginning, I think I would try to use those additional keywords and try to point them back to that one listing so I can build up the reviews on that particular listing. It would be a lot easier to try to drive all of these different keywords to the one listing, but when they land on the listing, it will also call out to people that are, potato peelers and carrot peelers. I know it's a silly example, but kind of funny actually, but it makes sense, right? I mean, you're trying to go after that target market and really message clearly to that person, so they say, I'm going to get this one over this one, even though they're almost identical, but this one here has specifically been designed for potatoes. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this, and that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast.
If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business, so definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business, and this way here you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.